Hey, what's going on? Chuck here, and today I'm talking about Facebook ads. So, I talk a lot about like fundamental marketing and in particular being found on Google. Throughout my marketing career, Facebook ads has been one of my least favorite methods. And I think that's just because, I tried it a handful of times myself and through contractors, and we were never able to get good results, and I couldn't really figure out why. And if you've ever tried using Facebook ads, then you know that you're presented with like 1,000 different options. You can choose all of the demographics that you target. There's all different sorts of ads and ways to show these ads, and it can be quite intimidating to even approach the idea of creating Facebook ads. So I just avoided it and stuck with the simple things that I knew best. But over the last few months, I've been reintroduced to Facebook ads, and the reason that I'm really digging it is because it's so simple. I like simple things. I always think most of the time in business and in marketing, simple is better. And Facebook ads is one of the simplest things I'm doing now. And so I just want to share with you some things that I've learned lately about it. And I think even if you aren't going to run Facebook ads yourself, some of the things that I talk about will be applicable to other areas of your business. The first thing about ads as I'm doing it today is I'm not doing any of that special targeting. I'm not choosing the age brackets and the income levels and the job descriptions and magazine subscriptions and all these kinds of things that you can target with Facebook. I'm just not doing any of that. At most, the thing that I'm targeting is a location. If I am running ads for a local company, then obviously I don't want to show ads to people all over the country. So I will narrow it down to a certain location, but that's it. I let the Facebook algorithm, or I guess they call it Meta now. Facebook is now called Meta. I let the Meta algorithm, I like Facebook better. I let the Facebook algorithm do all the work. And the thing is about Facebook is they've been stalking all of us and gathering data on us for so long that they know more about us than we do. And so Facebook will quickly figure out who to show my ads to. And so I just let them do it. And I've been getting really good results that way. And so there might be some additional levels of targeting that I will try in the future that might get me better results. But for now, I'm really liking the fact that I can just create some ads and target a certain location and leave it at that. And then the next thing, and this is probably the most important thing, it's all about the offer that you're making. If you have to always think about marketing through the perspective or like through the eyes of your customer or the person that's looking at the ad. When we're talking about and thinking about being on Google, we're talking about being somewhere where people are actively looking for something. If you're a remodeling contractor or a painting contractor and someone finds you on Google, it's because they're looking for your services already. They're in the active mode of searching for a company to do something that they want. When people are on Facebook, they aren't actively looking for your type of service. They're not looking for your offer. They're just browsing through their feed, looking at videos and pictures of cats and what their best friend's second cousin ate for breakfast. They're not in search mode for what you have to offer. So when you do make an offer on Facebook, it has to be something that's going to capture their attention and entice them to want what you're offering. There's a guy named Alex Hermosi. He's all over YouTube. Check him out. He really hammers home the whole offer thing. And the way that he puts it is you need an offer that's so good that people feel dumb saying no to it. And ever since I started thinking of it that way, I've been able to come up with much better offers. And that's how it has to be on Facebook. If you're selling remodels and you just say remodeling contractor and you put ads out there, people are just going to breeze through, because if they want a remodeling contractor, they can just go to Google and type it in and they'll see hundreds of options. And they'll be able to read reviews, and Google's just much better place to find a service provider. But if they're not looking for you and you can offer them something that they decide that they really want, that they would feel dumb saying no to, they will take action on that. And I think making an offer is something that companies, business owners, managers across the world really struggle with. And I understand that because I struggled with it too for a while. And sometimes it's just difficult to come up with something. You have to find an angle that's going to intrigue people. And so I'll give you a couple examples. But before I do, I want to say that you're not likely to just come up with a really great offer on your own. The way that you do it is you create multiple ad campaigns and you test different offers. And you make everything the same except the offer. And when I say the offer, when I'm saying it, I mean the one sentence on your ad that tells somebody what it is. The ads that I run are the simplest version. It's a picture, it's a sentence above the picture, and then it's a button that you can click on. When they click the button, a little form pops up. They put their name, number, and answer a question or two that I put in there. They don't go to a website. They don't go to a landing page. They don't learn more. They're made the offer, and then they're given a place to put in their contact information. Those are the ads I like to run because they're super simple and basic. And if you can find an offer that people feel dumb saying no to, they will fill out the form and they will become leads that easily. And then you just call them and you work them through your sales process like normal. So in order to find an offer that's going to work really well, you're going to have to test multiple offers. The best way, I think, is just to brainstorm 3, 4, 5 different one-sentence offers that you think people would be interested in and put them all up there and spend, $50 to $100 on each one and see what you get back. Sometimes you'll have one offer that performs 5 to 10 times better than the other ones. Oftentimes you'll have offers that don't get any leads, so you can just turn those off, scratch those off, and know that that isn't a good offer. Once in a while you'll have 3 or 4 offers that get the same results. You can choose what to do from there, keep testing, see which one pulls ahead. But most of the time, if we have a good offer up, it will be really clear which one's good. So then you turn all the other ones off. Now you have a good offer. You can continue to test variations of that. Sometimes you can make the same offer in 3 different sentences and one of the sentences performs a lot better, even though it's the same offer. So you have to test this stuff. That's the only way to figure out what's actually going to work. Okay, so a couple examples of offers that have been working. One of them is for a water treatment company. So they install water systems in people's houses. And the offer is super simple. It's crystal clear water straight from your tap. And then I think we added a short sentence after that that's like quick service available or something like that. Super basic. Somebody who has crappy water coming out of their faucets sees crystal clear water straight from their tap is intrigued by that, apparently. And so that one's working really well for us. Another one that's been kind of interesting is for a painting contractor. And right now, in a lot of places, contractors are booked up for a long time, 6, 12 months, sometimes even more. And so there's a lot of homeowners out there who are sitting there waiting for their contractor to get to their project. And so we have a client who has an immediate opening. Some of their projects got delayed for that very reason. So they've got people sitting around and they need work immediately. So we started making the offer, hey, call today. We'll give you an estimate in 24 hours and we can start your project this week. That's the kind of offer that when somebody sees it who is currently playing a waiting game to get their project done, they see a company that can do it this week. That's an offer that they're interested in. So that one's working. Let's see, what's another one? We have a company who sources their materials locally, so they save a ton of money on shipping and supply chain issues and middlemen and stuff like that. And so they're able to offer their product for up to 50% less than their competition. And so that's the offer. The offer is their product installed in your home for up to 50% less than the competition. And then in letters below that, we say locally made or something like that. That one's doing really well. And so hopefully you see a pattern with these. We're not just describing a product, we're expressing a really specific thing that this person can get if they take action. And we had to test dozens of offers to find these ones that work. But once you find something that works, it's something that you can adapt and you can play with and utilize for a long time and hopefully capitalize on it. So I mean, that's the gist of it. The Facebook or Meta dashboard where you make these ads is pretty complicated. It's taken me a while to figure out my way around, because there's multiple places that you can manage ads from, but the one that I use is in the business side of it. It's not like the cookie cutter one. It's the more like the one that lets you control more intricate details. So unfortunately, I can't teach you how to run ads in a short video, but at the end of the day, the most important part is your offer and the idea that you need to test things when it comes to figuring out what kind of offers and messaging is going to work for the type of people that you're trying to target. So I hope that that's helpful for you. If you have questions, leave them in the comment section. Sometimes I do live Q&As, so if you want to be alerted when I'm going to do one of those, you can hit the subscribe button and you'll get an alert. And other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.